everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Winnie. Alright, so I'm gonna explain the makeup. I never wanted to be that girl that exercised while wearing makeup, and I'm not that girl, but I'm supposed to be going back to work here in a couple of days, and I was like, do I remember how to put makeup on? So here we are. I haven't worn a full face of makeup since it's probably been like 2 months. So I'm on my daily walk. I've been walking every day. Today, by the way, is July 19th. I've been walking every day, at least towards the beginning I was walking at least a mile. About 2 weeks after that, I bumped it up to like 2 miles a day. So since mid-June, I've been walking 2 miles a day. I guess I am on a weight loss journey, and so far I've lost 13 pounds. My face doesn't seem as like puffy and swollen, and I'm quite proud of myself. I've been watching what I eat. I've cut back dramatically on red meat. When I do eat meat now, for the most part, it's like chicken or, you know, like turkey, like ground turkey or turkey sausage or turkey bacon. And every once in a while, though, I'm not gonna lie and say that I've completely stopped with red meat, but every once in a while I'll have a burger or like a steak, of course, because you know me. But I've made those changes. I haven't had a soda since the beginning of June. I don't usually wear purple makeup or eyeshadow, but I felt like doing something a little fun before I have to go back to wearing like boring makeup. Okay, so what else have I been doing? In addition to my walks, I started working out, and this week was kind of like not a good week as far as like my eating. Mostly because with it being my last week before work, I kind of want to have a little fun. I really love this walk. Like, I look forward to it. At this point, I feel like it's become a habit for me. It was like grueling at first, especially going up the hill, but now I look forward to it. I have like a couple different routes to get in my 2 miles. Yesterday, we had a little picnic with my friend Meg. She's the only other person that is like social distancing as much as Sam and I are, that lives close enough. So we went out and we had a little picnic way out in the middle of nowhere again. It was fun. This is the part of the walk that is like, ugh. Believe it or not, even though I'm kind of sound like I'm having a hard time, it's actually gotten easier for me. Before, I used to like stop at the bottom for like a minute or two before I made my way up the hill. Now I just keep going, and I feel like I'm struggling right now because I'm talking too. I weigh in on Wednesdays at home, and it's like every Wednesday. I'm looking forward to it, and I always keep like a number in my brain to, oh shit. I always keep a number in my brain so that I have something to work towards. Oh my gosh. It's a pretty steep hill. I don't know if I'm gonna hit it this week because of the eating I've been doing, but I've been walking and working out on all those days, so I'm hoping it kind of balanced out. I'm hoping if I didn't gain weight, I at least maintained oh god, just like ugly. Whatever. My legs are like, you know, your leg. I feel like my foot is coming up because this hill is pretty steep. I am seeing like small differences. Like my legs are starting to get more toned. My arms, my face, my shoulders. My clothes are starting to fit a little bit more loose. And I was like, that's just with 13 pounds. I've been not working for 4 months. And like I said, it's supposed to go back in a couple days. And honestly, I'm like 50-50. I'm looking forward to going back to work, but I'm also still kind of nervous. See, my breathing is like leveling out. Still kind of nervous because where I work, if you know where I work, please don't tell or mention it or anything, just for my safety. I know some people know where I work because they've seen where I work or see me at work, but don't mention where I work just for my own security. Anywho, supposed to go back in a couple days. 50-50, I mentioned that because like I'm looking forward to it. I had a routine when it came to work. I made it to the top. I was saying I'm really nervous because where I work, there's a lot of people that come and go, and I do work in an open office. Like I don't have like my own little office with the door and everything. It's kind of like an open office. And I'm looking forward to seeing my coworkers and everybody else that I work with. But at the same time, I'm just really nervous about, you know, catching it. Because I don't want to catch it. It doesn't look like or sound like it's fun. And from what I'm reading, there could be like lasting effects, and it's just scary to think about. But, you know, the world keeps turning, and I just feel so bad for like people that have lost people to this. Navajo Nation was hit really, really hard. Arizona was hit really, really hard. And we live in Flagstaff, which is really close to the reservation. So it's kind of like a double whammy, it feels like. Let's change the subject. What prompted me to start losing weight? I was watching some of my vlogs from my May vlogs, and I was like, my face is so puffy, it's so swollen. And even though I've never been like an athlete or anything, unless you want to count softball in high school, which I was terrible at. I only did it for like the exercise. I saw how puffy my face was getting, and I was becoming more and more aware of like if there was a clip of me, was it showing like my whole body, and just being really, really self-conscious. And there's somebody coming. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be. Okay, he's gone. I was becoming really self-conscious, and I was never really like that when I was younger. Like when I was a little girl, I was pretty active. I did have like a little bit of baby fat on me, but I was never like, I never considered myself skinny. Kind of like, if anything, a chubby skinny, if that makes any sense. But I was never like really considered myself like a big girl or anything like that, which is nothing wrong with, you know. Beauty comes in all shapes and sizes. But I felt like the past like maybe 5 years I put on the weight, and especially this past like year and a half, I owe some of my weight gain to my favorite cider, Angry Orchard. Oh, love this stuff. It is not good for you, like for the waistline. Somebody's coming again. Shh, shh, shh. I bet you they're like looking at me like, why is this girl like wearing a full face of makeup? I do what I want. I did mention to my friend Megan that we're gonna be saving some foundation because we're gonna have to wear masks at work. And I'm like, I'm not gonna put on makeup in areas that I don't feel like I need it. So I'm gonna be saving some foundation. So I was seeing myself getting chubbier and chubbier. Then my May vlogs happened, and I was like, "Ooh, girl, you're gonna have to get a hold of some things, like figure stuff out." So I decided before my May vlogs ended that I wanted to be as active as I could before I had to go back to work, and hopefully make it become a habit so that when I do go back to work, I still feel the need to work out. And so far, I think I'm doing pretty good. I really plan on continuing the walks and the workouts. Probably not as like strenuous. Hi guys. The last time I like really focused on like my health, like my weight, was when I was in college, and I lost weight for all the wrong reasons in all the wrong ways. I think people might know what I'm talking about when I say for all the wrong reasons. So anyway, we're not going to talk about that because I don't want to talk about that. When I say all the wrong ways, I was working out probably like 3 hours a day, probably like some days consuming less than 600 calories, other days less than 900 calories. So like what, you know, all the wrong ways. And this time I feel like I'm, even though it's like kind of slow, I feel like I'm healthier about it because I'm drinking more water. I'm counting my calories, but I'm definitely eating more than, you know, 600 calories a day. And I'm seeing the results of it, and I'm quite pleased. I'm like, I can't stress it enough. I'm so happy that I have a really good support system. Like Sam, the doggies, my friend Sarah, she's like cheering me on, and I feel better. Like I feel a lot better. Even though it's only 13 pounds so far, that's 13 extra pounds that I'm not lugging up a hill right now. The best thing about going on these walks is seeing all the people out with their dogs. Bandit's too old to walk up this hill, and Phoebe, she's too small. This is like probably climbing Mount Everest to her. I have a weight, like a goal that I want to get to. I'm nowhere near it. I don't like BMI charts because if I were to go by the BMI chart, I would be like skin and bones. No, that's not gonna happen. That's not realistic to me. And my channel's not gonna turn into like a weight loss channel. I think that I wanna focus on this for now because it's something that I'm really like working hard on. And I don't mind, you know, taking people along on the journey with me. We've walked 1.70 miles. I burned 192 calories. My double chin isn't as like obvious now. Nice. All right, guys. This is where the vlog ends. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in my next vlog, which couldn't be too far out since I already have 2 ideas. So I'll see you guys in my next vlog. Bye.